Is your AT&T U-verse cable box constantly rebooting? You're not alone. This frustrating issue affects many subscribers, especially those with older equipment models. The problem is particularly common with specific models that have been in service for several years. Let's look at the most affected U-verse box models. These models, including the Motorola VIP 1200 series, Cisco ISB 7005, Aris VIP 2250 and 2262, and Pace 5031NV, are most prone to rebooting issues due to their age and design. Now let's explore the three main causes of these rebooting issues. Understanding these causes will help you identify what might be wrong with your specific box. The most common cause is power supply failure. Inside your U-verse box are components called capacitors that regulate electrical power. Over time, these capacitors degrade, causing voltage instability and thermal stress. The second major cause involves software-related problems that accumulate over time. Software issues include firmware corruption from incomplete updates, memory leaks that gradually consume system resources, and errors in processing digital video signals. The third cause is general hardware failure, as these boxes age beyond their intended lifespan. As U-verse boxes age, various hardware components begin to fail. This includes hard drives in DVR models, RAM memory developing bad sectors, and integrated circuits on the motherboard deteriorating. Think of it like this. The older your U-verse box gets, the more likely its internal parts are wearing out, leading to these frustrating reboots. Most of these boxes were designed for a 7 to 10 year lifespan, and many are now operating well beyond their intended service life. Now that we understand why U-verse boxes reboot, let's walk through the troubleshooting steps to fix these issues. We'll start with power supply problems, then move to software solutions. First, we need to inspect the power supply hardware. Look for physical signs of component failure that indicate power supply problems. Examine the circuit board carefully. Bulging or leaking capacitors are the most common culprits. These large cylindrical components should have flat tops. If they're bulging or leaking, they need replacement. Also look for burn marks on the circuit board, which indicate component overheating or electrical failure. Excessive dust can cause overheating issues too. Here's an example of severe burn damage on a circuit board. This level of damage usually requires professional repair or complete replacement of the power supply unit. If you have a multimeter, you can test the power supply voltages. The power supply should maintain stable 12-volt, 5-volt, and 3.3-volt outputs with minimal variance. Each voltage rail should stay within 5% of its target value. Ripple voltage should not exceed 50 millivolts peak to peak. Unstable voltages indicate failing capacitors or other power supply components. If the power supply looks good, try software troubleshooting. Start with basic resets, which solve about 60% of software-related rebooting issues. First, try a soft reset by holding the power button for 10 seconds. This clears temporary memory issues without losing your settings. If that doesn't work, try a hard reset by unplugging the power cord for 30 seconds. This completely powers down all components and clears volatile memory. As a last resort for basic troubleshooting, perform a factory reset through the settings menu. Note that this will erase all your recordings and custom settings. For technically experienced users, advanced software recovery options are available. These include forced firmware reload and NVRAM clearing, but they require specific technical knowledge. Be very careful with these advanced procedures. Incorrect firmware flashing can permanently damage your cable box, turning it into an expensive paperweight. Keep in mind that AT&T discontinued new U-verse installations in 2020 and is phasing out support. Technical support ends in 2026 for existing customers. This means self-repair or third-party repair services may be your best options for keeping your U-verse system running. Many repair shops now specialize in these older cable boxes. Following these troubleshooting steps systematically will help you identify and potentially fix most U-verse rebooting issues. Start with the simple solutions before moving to more complex repairs.